7 aquarium hacks that you probably haven't heard before. And once you do, they will make your life easier and your aquariums more enjoyable. Let's get right to it. Number 1. Always have a cycle filter. If you're someone with multiple tanks, I always like to keep a running sponge filter in one of my tanks, in case of any little emergency, like if I get new fish babies in a tank and I want to isolate them to protect them, or if I'm buying new fish and I need to create a quarantine tank. Whichever might be the case, I'm prepared, because I always have a cycle filter that I can use. Number 2. Simple acclimation. If you use the drip acclimation method, you might like this one. Attach an air stone to some air tubing and add a valve at the end. Place the air stone in the tank and create some suction. Once the water starts flowing, you can regulate the flow by opening or closing the valve. The best thing about this is that once you're done, you just close the valve, and next time you need to use it, the water that's already in it will create the suction that you need to get the water flowing. Number 3. Water changing tricks. This next one uses the same principle. You get a filter hose with 2 valves, one on each end. Fill it up with water and make sure to trap some water in between the 2 valves. Then, place the hose in the tank. Open the top valve first and then the bottom one. The water that's leaving the hose creates enough suction to get the water from the tank to start flowing out. After you're done with the water change, close the valve that's at the bottom end of the hose, then close the one on the top. This way, you'll trap some water in the hose, and you're ready for the next water change. Hopefully, you've been enjoying this video up to this point. If you have, you'll probably like other videos in the channel. So remember to like and subscribe for more weekly content just like this. Number 4. Growing aquarium plants out of water. This could be a little tricky, depending on the plant. Not too long ago, I tried doing it with carpeting plants, specifically Hemianthus callitrichoides cuba. I want to share with you guys what I found. After you plant them, the first thing you want to do is moisten them, and then cover them up with plastic wrap to keep the moisture in. Then you need to moisten them every day. After a while, you'll notice the soil will get soaked in water. When that happens, you need to drain it and repeat the process. Number 5. Feeding techniques. I feed my fish every other day, but I like feeding them by hand at least once a week. This does a couple of things. First, it makes it very easy when you need to catch them for any reason. Also, they won't be afraid of you, so you'll be able to enjoy them without them hiding all the time. And lastly, for territorial fish like gouramis and betas, having that little bit of human touch. It might be just me, but I believe it makes them more peaceful. Number 6. Planting tricks. When you build a new aquarium, do you find it difficult to get the plants to stay in the soil? If you do, I have a few tricks for that. First, try planting underwater instead of just moistening the soil. Also, don't plant straight down, because when you try to pull the tweezers out, you might take the plants out with you. To avoid that, angle your hand down a little bit. And instead of going up with the tweezers, take them out to the side. I found that if you do it this way, the plants will stay in place. Number 7. Removing lily pipes. When I first got into this hobby, I remember having a hard time trying to detach the lily pipes from the filter hoses. I tried putting the hose under warm water and a few other tricks, but nothing seemed to work until I figured something. When you push the lily pipes into the hose, it creates a mark in the hose. My problem was that I was trying to push it in a little bit more every time, because I thought if I didn't, it was going to leak, but it doesn't. So next time you have to clean the lily pipes in your tank, take them off the hose, clean them, and when you put them back into the hose, don't go past that mark. If you never go past that mark, it becomes super easy to take them off. There are so many things that I wish I knew when I started this hobby. My goal is to share that knowledge with you guys, so that the journey is a little easier for you. See you all next week.